Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Before we get started on today's video, I wanted to announce that I have created a Patreon page for the channel. There are currently three different levels of membership. Bronze, which is an unlimited membership tier, provides you with 4 virtual bowling lessons per year and gives you a chance to win a bowling ball. Silver, which is a limited membership capped at 20 members, provides you with 6 virtual bowling lessons per year and gives you a chance to win up to 2 bowling balls. Gold, which is another limited membership capped at 20 members, provides you with 8 virtual bowling lessons per year and gives you a chance to win up to 3 bowling balls. Each membership tier will also give you access to a private Facebook and Discord community where you can come and discuss anything and everything bowling related or just hang out and have some fun. Bowling ball giveaways will occur once every 4 months during the regular calendar year, with the first giveaway occurring at the end of April 2023. The link to the Patreon page is in the description below. Let's get back to the video. Alright everyone, it is time to look at Osku Palerma. One thing that really makes Osku quite unique is his setup. As we see here, he begins with his knees bent slightly, his ball side shoulder dropped quite low, creating a decent angle at the shoulders, at least 30 degrees. His ball side elbow tucked nice and tight to his side, and his non-ball side hand sitting out in front of the ball instead of to the side of the ball. The most interesting part about Osku's setup is how he starts with the ball lower in an almost cradled position at his waist. The position of the ball in the setup helps him during his swing, which we will discuss here in a moment. Overall, I love his setup as he is emphasizing and hitting all the key points of a good two-handed game. Osku is the only two-hander that I have come across so far who walks to his left in his first step just like Belmo. He continues left in his third step and ends up to the left of his target during his final step. Overall, he has a bit of drift in his approach. For some reason, he sets himself up directly behind his visual target, then drifts left towards his target. I would be curious to find out if he is possibly left-eye dominant. Osku's swing is extremely efficient. If you have ever watched him bowl, you will see that he has one of the fastest ball speed and rev rate combinations. The reason behind all that power is just how efficient his entire approach is. Osku is using a combination of upward body movement and lift to achieve an excellent swing height. As we can see here, the ball is above his waist in the backswing. The best part about his swing is his downswing. Osku is extremely proficient at using the drop the shoulder technique that I talk about in my videos. Watch carefully at how well his ball side shoulder follows the ball down into the swing and release. This is where all of that power is coming from, as he is literally releasing the spring with strong, fluid motion. There is absolutely zero horizontal rotation of his shoulders, as we can clearly see here at his release point. Like what we see with Simo's approach, Osku starts with a bit of spine tilt in his setup, although not quite as pronounced as Simo. Again, like all the other extremely proficient two-handers, once Osku achieves his max spine tilt angle, which appears to be right around 90 degrees, he keeps that tilt angle until the ball is released. This allows him to maintain leverage at his release point, which we can see if we look at his hand and just how far under the ball's equator the hand is positioned prior to his release. Osku's release is very powerful. We can see very clearly how far under the ball's equator his hand is positioned at the release point. This is what allows him to maintain his extremely high rev rate. The key here is that he gets his wrist open at the bottom and allows the ball to roll off of his hand. He is not lifting through the ball or forcing his hand through the release. We of course cannot ignore Osku's spare shooting. He is one of the few two-handers who shoots spares with a one-handed release, but even his one-handed release is quite unique. If we watch carefully here, we can see that he uses his non-ball side hand to push the ball back into the swing. This is the major reason why his backswing gets so high. In combination with the drop your shoulder method, he can generate huge amounts of ball speed this way, and because he has his thumb in the ball, he is able to reduce his rev rate from well over 500 to basically zero by keeping his hand on top of the ball through the release point. Outside of Eugene McCune, he has one of the fastest one-handed balls I have ever seen. Overall, I think that Osku Palerma is one of the best two-handed bowlers on tour. Even though we have not seen him win many tournaments, he has an extremely efficient physical game, and I believe it's just a bit of time before we start seeing him in more TV finals. Thank you for watching the video today. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel and becoming a member, or a Patreon member, or both. Do not forget to turn on your notifications so each time I release a video, you will not miss out. I will see you guys in the next one.